Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Logitech MX Master wireless mouse. Priced at a little under $100, you're looking at what Logitech touts as the best wireless mouse ever made, and it arguably should be considering its price, but more importantly, the fact that it is the successor to the Logitech MX, which is easily the best wireless mouse on the market now and has been for many years, at least until the MX Master came on the scene a few months ago. So let's get into what makes this mouse unique. First and foremost, you can see Logitech giving some instructions on how to turn the mouse on, how to pair it. The fact that it can actually work with 3 different devices, so 3 different computers can be controlled. This is compatible both with Apple as well as PC computers. So no problem with customizing this mouse under either operating system. So that's something everyone should know in advance. But Logitech has been catering to Apple support for quite some time. In terms of switching between those 3 computers, you'll use the switch on the bottom right here with the 1, 2, 3 to toggle back and forth. You can pair either using the unified USB receiver that's included in box or over Bluetooth, because this is Bluetooth 4.0 compatible. So nice flexibility, even better multitasking capability, or multi-control I should say, and then a nice array of buttons which you're going to see out of the box in a moment. Before I get it out, again, what comes inside the box: the master itself, the unifying receiver, the micro USB cable for recharging. This is supposedly capable of getting 40 days on a single charge, another great feature. And then, of course, the paperwork. On the back of the box here, we can see the mouse itself. I'm not personally a very big fan of the design, or I should say the color scheme is what I really am pointing out. The design itself I think is fine. But the new buttons, as well as, again, that 3-way unifying receiver or over Bluetooth, is a fantastic addition to this mouse and the MX lineup. And that seems to be a theme, by the way, with Logitech. The tablet keyboard, or I should say just Bluetooth keyboard with 3-way control that I reviewed earlier in the year, a perfect example of innovation in something that's as simple as human interface peripheral devices like these. So there is a smart speed adaptive scroll wheel. So you've got auto shift from click to click or to hyperfast scrolling. You also have a unique thumb wheel, which you can see right there. You'll see it out of the box in a moment. And then last but not least, that 40 days on a single charge that I mentioned before. So let me go ahead and crack the seal. There are a lot of seals. I'm going to go for the one with the least, which seems to be here at the bottom. Let me grab my scissor, and let's see if I can get it out of the package. In terms of sensitivity and who this mouse is really best for, this isn't a gaming mouse. Could you game with it? Absolutely. But this is really intended to be an all-purpose mouse for those of you in the market for something that's going to do everything. So it's about mixed usage rather than gaming or any specific type of usage, is what I should really say. So before I take the mouse out, let's see what was underneath the plastic. We've got that charging cable. Again, it is micro USB based, so this is going to make your life easy if you ever do lose this. Not that you should, but the point is you will be able to charge this with any cable. Of course, Logitech is going to recommend you use the included cable. Some paperwork. I believe this has a 3-year warranty, but let me check if it says anything right here. At least that's traditionally what Logitech has always had. I'm not seeing an indication here, unless I missed it. I'm just double checking. It may only be 1 year. Yeah, only 1 year. So that's another difference. I believe the older MX had a longer warranty, but I could be wrong about that. So we've got a battery right here that's been taped on, literally. I believe that's a battery. And then here's the bottom of the mouse, as I was discussing before. And in terms of all of your controls, from switching between Bluetooth and USB in terms of what's driving the actual connection, the connect button itself, the sensor, which is using Logitech's latest and greatest. It can perform on basically any surface, for those of you that are wondering, although I'm sure that some surfaces definitely are more accurate for it, as with any tech incorporated into laser optical mouse technology over the years. And then last but not least, the actual physical switch between the 3 different machines that you are controlling simultaneously. Well, not simultaneously, but after you hit that button, I should say, concurrently. In terms of the other buttons, of course, your traditional right and left click. In terms of the feel in the hand, it feels, pretty good right now. I'm going to have to see over prolonged use. The scroll wheel right here has a nice firm click to it, which is something you expect as an MX user. You've got a switch right here, which I believe is for performance, but I'm not positive about that. Forward and back in terms of web browsing right there. That's something we've always had with MX mice. And then you have that thumb scroll wheel, which just serves to basically either be customized or used as described as I read off the back of the box. So you've got a lot more versatility, both in terms of the actual form as well as the function of the MX in this latest generation. Here is the unifying receiver that I was mentioning before, and fairly simple, straightforward, not a new concept. Logitech has been using this for a while now. In terms of interference that it may generate, Logitech often incorporates an extension cable like they did with their gaming wireless mice, but none here. So I'm assuming this is not going to see as much interference as other unifying receivers from days past. At least that's an assumption based on the fact that no USB dongle was included. In other words, an extender. But that's pretty much it for everything out of the box. Again, I will be testing this and updating all of you on the performance and whether or not I think it does justify, or rather, it does afford its $100 price point. I mean, it is an expensive mouse, no question about it, but every MX in history has always, every top-of-the-line wireless Logitech mouse, even in the gaming realm, has always commanded that 100 retail, slightly under. The micro USB charging port, by the way, right there at the front end of the mouse. So looking forward to using this and really weighing in on the practicality of being able to use it with 3 different machines almost at the same time, really instantaneously switching without having to have 3 different mice on hand for 3 separate machines. That's really the novelty and, in my opinion, the best selling point. I'm expecting performance to be very good. After all, it can't carry the MX name, let alone brand it as the master of MX mice. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.